Nat Phoenix, let's go. All right. Welcome to the beautiful Footprint Center. I'm Kevin Ray, Phoenix Suns television broadcaster, and I'm joined here on stage by Phoenix Suns and Phoenix Mercury chairman Matt Ishbia, along with NBA Commissioner Adam Silver and Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs. Please give them a nice round of applause. We also want to take a moment and welcome all of you watching on Arizona's Family Sports, NBA TV, and the numerous other platforms viewing here today. Well, we're here to celebrate some exciting news, right? Indeed. And before we get it started, I want to take a moment and recognize some very special guests that we've got in the audience today. But before I get to that, everybody recognize that very familiar voice that did that intro video? Yeah. Two-time MVP, eight-time All-Star Steve Nash. Unfortunately, the legend could not be here today, but we're certainly appreciative of him taking part in today's festivities. But let's acknowledge some NBA royalty that is on hand here today, because that's right, royalty. Yeah, you don't have to raise your eyebrows because that's what you all are. We've got King Rex Chapman, Big Daddy Mark West, a guy who knows a little something about some All-Star festivities. From 1992, the All-Star NBA dunk champion, CeCe Sabalas. And of course, our own MVP from 1987 NBA All-Star Game, Tommy Gunn, one Tom Chambers. Also want to take a moment to recognize Suns CEO, Mercury Chairman Josh Bartelstein. And of course, all of our wonderful Suns and Mercury team members who are here today. Please give them a great round of applause. Last but not least, we're thrilled to be joined by the City of Phoenix, Phoenix City Council, Visit Phoenix, Downtown Phoenix Inc., and the Arizona Chamber of Commerce. Thank you all for being here this afternoon. Now, in the words of another Suns legend and Hall of Famer, I think we're all ready for a little Shazam, right? So without further ado, please join me in giving a great state of Arizona and Phoenix welcome to NBA Commissioner Adam Silver.
Kevin, I don't know about the Shazam part, but I'll do my best. So without further ado, it's my honor to announce that 2027 NBA All-Star Game will be here at the Footprint Center. Congratulations. And just a few thank yous from me. Matt, of course, Ishbia, thank you for your enthusiasm and encouraging the league to get back here so quickly. To your brother Justin, to Josh Bartelstein, the entire Suns organization, thank you for your support. Matt, as you all know, has made his mark on this community quickly. You know, I think it's been almost exactly a year, essentially, since he became the governor of this team. And one of the first things he said to me was, how soon can we get All-Star back here? So thank you very much. Governor Hobbs, thank you for your support of the team. I know Mayor Gallego couldn't be here today, but she's been fantastic, as well as has been the support throughout the community. Just a few thoughts about the Suns and these former legends who are here. Thank you guys for being part of this. It's been roughly 55 years since the Suns and Jerry Colangelo brought professional sports to this community. It's been remarkable what we've seen since then. And of course, this has become one of the fastest growing cities in America. A community that, frankly, people who come from cold weather like me are jealous of, and just a wonderful place to be, and just a wonderful location for sporting events of all kind. And of course, now we're going to see a Final Four will be here just next month. We have a WNBA All-Star Game that will be here this July, a women's Final Four that will be in this building in 2026. You know, I know, Josh, you have a gap in 2025. I know you're trying to fill. People looking to put an event somewhere. And of course, now a NBA All-Star Game here in 2027. So we're thrilled and I look forward to being back in this community for many different festivities into the game tonight. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Commissioner. Well, what an exciting day it is here for the great city of Phoenix and the Suns and Mercury organization. Well, speaking of exciting, as the commissioner mentioned, this is a man who has not wasted an hour, much less a second, since he took over these great organizations. And in the span of, yes, a year, including today's All-Star News. So please give a warm welcome to Suns and Mercury Chairman Matt Ishbia.
Well, first off, thank you guys for being here. We really appreciate it. It's a really exciting day here in the Valley. Really, really proud. Before we get into it, it's just such an honor. We got the Commissioner Adam Silver here. The welcome that he's been for me joining this league and being part of it along with other owners has been phenomenal. I want to thank him and the NBA for allowing us to showcase this beautiful city, this beautiful state of Arizona here in a couple years. So I'm really honored to be part of it. Governor does an amazing job. Mayor Gallego, Governor Hobbs, they make an impact, and it's really a team effort, to be honest with you. With the city, the state, and Josh Bartolson, give him credit, and all of our team members here at the Suns and Mercury, getting Mercury and the Suns, the WNBA and NBA All-Star games here. It was a major focus, and really kudos to Josh, his team, the governor, the mayor, and of course, we appreciate Adam Silver and the NBA giving us this opportunity. So thank you guys first and foremost, because it's not possible without that. Second big thing I want to talk about is, we're really big on what we talked about from the very beginning here. We talked about 4 things when I took over back in, February last year, which was, we're going to focus on culture, team member experience, right? We're building a new facility for our team members. We got a lot of our great team members here watching. We've tried to change the culture and make it an amazing place to work, try to be the best franchise in sports for places to work and all aspects of it. We're doing a lot of things on that. We talked about fan experience, making the fan experience better, from the food to making the TVs so everyone could watch the games. We've worked on that. We talk about winning. Hopefully you see every day with the Mercury and with the Suns, we're trying to do everything we can to affect winning in a positive way. And then the biggest one that we're talking about today is community impact. And so bringing the WNBA and NBA All-Star games a team effort. I'm all about team, and everyone's played a part in making these things happen, and hopefully the whole community. I think they say it's going to be 400 million plus of economic impact for the NBA All-Star weekend to this city, to this great state. And I'm so proud to be able to be part of that. And I'm honored that I've had a chance to be part of it with these great people. And so that's a big part. And at the same time, with that being said, we get a chance to really showcase this city for the WNBA All-Star game here, and then the NBA All-Star weekend in 2027. And we're going to make it, hopefully, the best All-Star weekend of all time. That's the goal. And what we're going to do is we're going to steal great things from what Herb Simon in Indiana did, and then we're going to steal great things from what Joe Lacob in Golden State's going to do next year, and Ballmer and LA Clippers. We're going to steal all the great ideas and try to add on to it, because All-Star weekend is something special. I've been to a couple myself, one before owning a team, and the last two with my kids, and it's a special weekend having the best 24 basketball players in the world in one location. It's going to be an amazing weekend and phenomenal time. So I'm really excited about that. And then the last thing or so I'll say before turning it back over is, we've done a lot in 13 months. We've done a lot. And at the same time, I said when I took over as the governor, steward, it's not my team, it's the city's team. And it's my honor to work for the city and work for everyone to make this the best franchise in sports. We're going to work very hard, the Suns and the Mercury, and making it better every single day. And that's what we're working on. And we're not there yet, but I'll tell you, we're just getting started. We're just getting started. It's not like we're going to do a bunch of stuff in 13 months and not do anything. We're going to keep going, keep improving every single day. We're not going to be perfect. I'll make mistakes. We'll make mistakes, but we're trying to make this the best franchise, and that's what we do. We care about it. We're about the community, the fan experience, the team members, and of course, we're all about winning. And hopefully, you'll be able to see the game tonight. Hopefully, we'll win tonight and keep working towards the playoffs, and hopefully work towards an NBA championship, and then, of course, a WNBA championship as well. So thank you for the time. Thank you for being here. It's such an honor. We appreciate you showing up, and we're really excited to have the NBA All-Star game here in the Valley. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Matt. As he mentioned, it really is all about the fans and the community, as those of you watching on a nightly basis, and if you've had a chance to come here to the beautiful Footprint Center and really feel how this organization, these organizations for that matter, have embraced not only the community here in Phoenix, but of course, statewide as well. And bringing an NBA All-Star game to the Valley wouldn't have been possible without, as Matt mentioned, that full team effort. And with that, let's please welcome Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. It is another exciting day to be an Arizona sports fan. Commissioner Silver, I can assure you that you've made the right decision choosing our state. Arizona has shown time and time again that we are the best, most unique place to host these major sporting events. Not only that, we have some of the most energetic sports fans in the country, especially for basketball. Put those things together, and I'm confident that the NBA All-Star Game in 2027 will be the best one in years. Before that happens, though, we are gearing up to host this year's WNBA All-Star Game in July, which will be just as exciting and as impactful to our state. These are huge economic drivers for Arizona and do so much to support the small businesses that make our state so great. Thank you to Matt Ishbia, the Suns, and the Mercury for consistently showing up and making these events happen. We couldn't do any of this without you, and best of luck against the Raptors this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor Hobbs. Well, this is truly a big day for the city of Phoenix. And what we all know is the greatest basketball destination in the world, right? Because of so many incredible events that we've seen in the past and what we know is coming down the road. Phoenix Mayor Kate Gallego was unable to be here today, but she did record a special message for us. So if you would, please put your attention on the video board.
As Mayor of Phoenix, I am thrilled to welcome the 2027 All-Star Game to our city. We are known as Championship Valley because we put on some of the best sporting events anywhere, and this will be a chance to have the best All-Star Game ever. It'll be our 4th All-Star Game, and we're going to take everything we've learned to deliver for the city of Phoenix. The Suns are committed to community involvement, to making sure there are family-friendly activities, even for those who are too young to sit through an entire game. We'll also use this as a chance to tell the story of Phoenix, what a great sports city we are, but also great jobs, great place to visit, and so much more. With the country's attention on us, we are going to deliver a wonderful game and make sure that we showcase our talented Phoenix Suns as well as the best that basketball has to offer. From the amazing economic impact to the wonderful family memories we'll all create, 2027 All-Star Game will be an incredible experience for the city of Phoenix.
Thank you, Mayor Gallego. And once again, congratulations to the Phoenix Suns, the entire Phoenix community, and everybody here today for being selected to host the 2027 NBA All-Star Game. Now, a huge moment for the city, as we have chronicled, and for the Suns. So let's talk about what it means to bring an event like this to this beautiful marquee city that we all reside in. Matt, and I'll begin with you. We've talked about just the rapid ascension that you've been able to make with this organization in a short period of time. If you would, just address how important it was for you on the list of priorities to get the NBA All-Star and WNBA All-Star within a short period of time.
Yeah, well, thank you, and it's really, much more a credit to the team. And we have a great team of people that focused on it. And we said from the day we got the team and I got involved, I said, NBA and WNBA All-Star Game are on the list as some of the priorities. Did we think we'd get it this quickly? Of course we thought we could. Did we think it was realistic? We don't know, but we worked for it. And what I think is it's a team effort. And so for us, what we're thinking about is there's a lot of things we had priorities on, and it's all about those things: fan experience, community engagement. Like, how do we make an impact in the community? It's the team. It's the city's team. Phoenix is the Suns, the Mercury. It's not my team. It's our team. It's the city's. And how do we make it what a fan would want? And a fan would love to see the best players in the world come. For the women, coming this year, and for the men in a couple years. And so it was a big priority. I think it makes a huge impact in the community for the hotel owners, the bar owners, the restaurant owners, everyone in the city. It's going to just be an amazing festive weekend, and I can't wait. I know it's 3 years from now, but I'm excited about it already, and excited about the opportunity. And I can't, like I said, I thank our amazing team that helped make it happen. And of course, Adam Silver, I think, amazing commissioner, takes care of things, and has just done a great job in welcoming me to the NBA, and just like the city of Phoenix has welcomed me. And so I'm just lucky to be sitting here with all of you.
Well, and additionally, taking care of the fans globally with those events, but taking care of the fans here statewide, the new TV deal, which I'm certainly appreciative of, along with my broadcast partners, but also the new campus that you're talking about. So taking care of many of the people that are in this building today. Just touch on that quickly.
Yeah, well, it's a big deal. First off, our fans deserve to watch their team. So having 3 million households watch the games for free instead of 600,000, that was a big deal and a big thing that we made an effort to make it available. And you do a heck of a job along with the rest of the staff to make it so people enjoy the games. And then obviously the new facility for the women, building a practice facility, spending huge money on that because not because it's the money, but because it shows the investment in women's sports and women's basketball. The WNBA is the best women's league in the world. In America for sure, and it's growing, and it's going to continue to grow. And then the new campus is important because we talk about culture and people, and now we can repurpose some of this arena stuff for kids and different cool things for the fans. Like all of it's thought through, and Josh and his team have done an amazing job. I get too much credit for it. I'm just part of it, and I'm proud to be part of it.
Hey, Commissioner, for you have had a chance, kind of a front row seat, if you will, to see how quickly Matt and this team have been able to elevate this franchise, and in many ways, the city so quickly. And if you can, just address the importance of getting events like this back here in Phoenix and what the stewardship of this organization has done to elevate the NBA as well.
Well, Kevin, I was just thinking when you were asking the question that, it's slightly over a year since you've been the governor of this team, and it has to be a record that within that year, both a WNBA and an NBA All-Star game have been awarded to this community, and your team does deserve so much of the credit, but Matt, you made it pretty clear to me. I think it was, the first week that, you started with the WNBA and said this is a huge opportunity, and it was, and, I think appropriately as the governor is focusing on the Mercury, and that one's right around the corner. But then shortly thereafter, you said, and now we got to get to the NBA. and in fact, I know how important it was to you, even though now, as you said, this is 2027, we have 2 more to come before this, that we announced this now so we could focus on it. And leadership matters a lot, of course, but beyond that, I think as I ticked off all those great sporting events that are coming to the state and this community over the next few years, this is an incredibly desirable location. People love to be here. I think when we are here, both in the summer, for the WNBA All-Star Game and then for the NBA All-Star Game, there's so much to do in this community. There's so many outdoor activities. I know for our clientele that comes from around the world, we have players now from 45 different countries. Roughly a third of the players now in the NBA are born outside the United States. This community and state will get coverage in 215 countries and territories for the NBA All-Star Game, and the WNBA is coming right up behind us. So it's wonderful location just to focus all the excitement on these festivities. And the All-Star itself, it will have been, I think, 18 years by the time we come back here in 2027, and it's evolved from sort of events, game itself, then to the Saturday activities, then to Friday night activities, and at this point, just Matt referenced, we were all just in Indianapolis and the state of Indiana, and I think the Simon family did a great job there from the beginning of the season, making it a statewide event because there's so much basketball played across the state, boys and girls, men and women, and I'd love to do the same thing throughout Arizona. Of course, the events themselves will be here in Phoenix, but beginning in the season, find a way to make everybody feel part of this, and again, use this sport in terms of focusing young people on physical fitness, increasingly on mental wellness, all the great values around the game, and just sort of use the events here themselves as the apex of all that, but use it to just bring community together, which is so badly needed.
I don't know if you're aware, but the average temperature that time of the year is about 68 degrees sunny, so maybe we can look at expanding all of those events. So just to get a few more fans out here that much longer. And with that in mind, Governor, thank you for being here today. You heard Matt talk about the economic impact from your office's perspective. What does it mean to get an event like that here in the state of Arizona?
Yeah, these kind of events are a huge economic driver for our state. The estimated impact is $400 million, and that is huge, and that's something that will have a lasting impact far beyond All-Star Weekend. I talk to so many people that come to Arizona for events like this, and they end up coming back again and again and again because our whole state rises to the occasion. It is a team sport. Our hospitality and tourism industry is able to provide people with such a great experience, both basketball fans and otherwise. And there's so much to offer besides just what All-Star Weekend offers for basketball fans throughout our state. And so the impact is truly lasting. And I love the chance to be able to put Arizona on the national stage like that.
Great, thank you so much. What we'd like to do now is open it up for a few questions from the media representatives here today. So if you would, please raise your hand and our runners will hand you a microphone. Keep in mind, if you would, before you ask your question, state your name and affiliation that you are representing here today.
Dwayne Rankin, Arizona Republic. Congratulations, Matt, for getting the All-Star game here. Commissioner, I wanted to ask you, when Matt was making this pitch along with Josh, what thing struck you the most that made you say, okay, we got to make this happen here?
Well, thanks for the question. Number one, it was their enthusiasm. I mean, I think so much for the league. It matters a lot to us how badly a community and city and ownership want the event. I think, it's natural just to be in this community. It's certainly a place where people want to be, but I know they wanted to put their best foot forward and clearly show their mark and how dedicated they were to running a first-class franchise, and I think that was what was most persuasive. I mean, we know they have the hotels here and the event space and the golf courses and all that. We've been here many times, but again, the single most important factor was the enthusiasm from Matt and then from Josh.
Kellen Olson, Arizona Sports, over here. Question for Commissioner and for Matt as well. Starting with the Commissioner, since the findings of the investigation, how did the league track and receive feedback in terms of the improvements that were necessary to the workplace environment here in Phoenix? And then Matt, what are the steps that you've taken since you took over to ensure that that workplace environment got back in a spot where it was better to work here?
You want to start?
I'm happy to start. So, obviously, as I talked at the very beginning, team member culture is the most important thing. You can't have a great organization or a great business or great anything without culture and taking care of people. And so the steps we took, we're not going to have time to go through all the different things we did, but it's not just high level, it's very low level. It's from every detail. You can talk about the little things from walking around and wishing people happy birthday and being involved. You can talk about the big things of hiring an amazing CEO and setting a vision and culture. And you can talk about the workplace environment that we focus on, which we're about to move to a new place to really invest in it. You can talk about the time and effort, but the big word that I'll say that differentiates culture and people is care. You show people you care. You go out of your way to care. And you can't show them you care or act like you care. You actually have to care. And so I think the difference is I care, and I'm not saying that it wasn't like that before. I'm saying I can control what I can control. I have no idea what's happened in the past, but I know that I can come in here and set the culture of caring about our team members and about our players and about our janitors, our security members. Everybody's part of one team, one family here at the Phoenix Suns and Mercury, and now the G League, which is coming too. And Josh has done an amazing job leading it. And quite honestly, we had amazing people here already, and they've done a great job. It's a team effort, and I'm really proud to be part of it.
Thanks, Matt. And I'll just add, as you recall, there were steps that were put in place through the investigatory report, some of them sort of data-driven and regular check-ins, et cetera. I also a good opportunity to thank Sam Garvin. When he came in, he acted as the interim governor. We had a direct relationship with him. He and I, for a period of time, were talking almost daily about what was happening with the franchises here. And then obviously once, Matt and his organization took over, the regular check-ins continued, but I think the process speaks for itself.
Gerald Bourget, PHN Exports. Matt, this one's for you. Congratulations on getting the All-Star game.
Thank you.
I was just curious, what kind of, beyond enthusiasm obviously, what went into kind of making your case for Phoenix as an All-Star destination? And between now and then, are there any boxes that kind of still need to be checked off to, obviously it takes a huge infrastructure to host an event like that?
Yeah, well, the first thing is, it's a team effort. So everyone's put a lot of effort to making this happen. And when you're talking about the infrastructure, and, of course, it starts with the city, the state, but also this amazing arena we have here. And so all the effort we put into in the last couple of years, even predating me, and now we're continuing to put forth. And so we know what kind of show we want to put on. And once again, the NBA always does an amazing job. It's a whole weekend of festivities, and you could even argue a week of festivities. And we're excited. We have a couple years to prepare for it, and we're going to keep getting better and better. And we did it in 2009 here, but we're really going to piggyback off what the great job Indiana did, and I'm sure Golden State will do a great job, and the Clippers will do a great job, and we're going to piggyback off that stuff. But we want to make it special. And one thing that those places don't have is they don't have Phoenix. Phoenix is special. And I'm newer to Phoenix, and I've learned really quick how amazing this community is, how amazing the fans are, how amazing the people are, and I'm so excited to be able to showcase that to the whole world. And the NBA All-Star Game is that for the whole world.
More question? Okay. Thank you so much for your questions here this afternoon. And let me just say, we cannot wait to welcome fans from around the world and bring the boom to the city of Phoenix for the 2027 NBA All-Star Game. Give yourselves a round of applause, will you? We want to thank you for joining us here today. Thank you, those of you who are watching on the many platforms as well, as we get to share this very exciting news. Not finished just yet. We're going to take a group photo here on stage with Matt, Commissioner Silver, Governor Hobbs, and we'd like to ask that everybody please remain seated for just a few extra minutes as we get this finished up. Thank you again for coming out today.
This and then we'll
And then you're live at 4:45, something like that.